Hello Libra, we're looking at April, mid-April, 15th, 16th, just after the Mercury goes direct, and see how the end of this month is going to turn out for you guys. So we've got your present position being the Chariot reversed. You've got the Hierophant crossing you. The Tower in reverse. 3 of Pentacles. 5 of Pentacles reversed. Coming in, we've got the 2 of Wands. Ace of Swords reversed. The Magician in your environment. 6 of Pentacles in your hopes and fears, and likely outcome. Okay, so you've got the Chariot. Now this has come in the inverse position. So Libra, there's something that's troubling you at the moment, just in general, in your present position. It's something that you're feeling as it's reversed that you don't have much control over. For some of you, this could be something to do with a boss. It could be something legal. It's something that's very, it has a structure to it. Something's going on around you that needs structure. And I get that you're fighting against this structure, but because it is such a structure, there's no control. So for example, there may be something that you're trying to implement within the workplace, but you can't because there's a hierarchy, there are rules, or there are people there above you that are suggesting that it needs to be, something needs to be done within a system, and you're trying to implement other ideas. If this is a legal situation, then for some of you, I feel like that you're feeling very out of control of what the outcome could be. At the base of your reading, you've got the Tower. Again, this was in the inverse position. So you're feeling very, very shaky at the moment. For a lot of you, this is about fearing change. What this person here, what this leader, what the control in your life may be changing, if that makes sense. If this is a court, you know, if there is an outcome to a court case, that you're fearing the change of what the decision may be. But change is necessary. This is why we've got the Tower here in reverse. You can't escape this. This is a major arcana. So there are changes around your life at the moment. And with this energy here, with the Ace of Swords being reversed, okay, so this is clarity, perception, a new way of thinking, cutting away what's no longer serving you, but it's in the reverse, so you're holding dear to it. If you were to let go of a desired outcome, then my advice to you would be stop trying to take control, just go with the flow and let things go. You will avoid a disaster. But if you're going to be so rigid to your ideas and not follow rules of hierarchy, workplace employment, government and legal situations at the moment, you're going to come unstuck. So we've got the 3 of Pentacles in the upright position in your just gone. So this would be the first half of the month. So it looks to me as if you were demonstrating great skill with something. Maybe a lot of you have found a new business idea, a new job, a new creative pursuit that you took on, and sort of really started within the first 2 weeks of this month, sort of planning ideas, trying to get things off the ground, but then walking into this energy now where I feel it's a separate situation, but it could be the same situation. It could be a career pursuit, you know, that has got you feeling good, and then realising that you can't quite be done. Also, I don't know if this is for self-employment, whether you've got enough money to get certain things off the ground. You've got the 5 of Pentacles, and again, this is in the reverse. it's a bit better in the reverse, because in the upright it talks about material trouble, but when it's in the reverse it's talking about overcoming material trouble. But I feel that financial element to those who are sort of self-employed or wanting to get something off the ground, that finances has hindered you in the past and maybe has stopped you a little bit here. Coming in, we've got a decision that you need to make. Again, we're picking up a lot of work cards, a lot of financial cards here. You've got the Two of Wands, okay, and what this talks about is courage. You know, despite any recent setbacks, you're going to have the courage to go forward. So this, I think when we were looking at what happens when Mercury retrograde starts going direct, the latter part of this month, so the last 2 weeks, I think we're on a Tuesday today, so Sunday I feel is the 15th, so by next Monday the 16th we're going to be well clear of this energy. It'll start progressing, you'll start to see the shift, and therein lies you've got a decision that needs to be made about how you're going to go forward. We spoke about you and your personality and what's going on within you at the moment. And basically, I feel a lot of you may be suffering with some kind of unbalanced perception at the moment. We'll confirm and see where that's stemming from. But I've almost got a lot of you feeling quite, well, not even feeling quite disillusioned, like thinking in quite a delusional manner at the moment. It's like you will not see the truth of the situation. You know how you should be progressing with this, whatever this situation is about control. You know you should be walking away from it, but you want control over a situation that you cannot have control over, and you're not letting it go, and it's going to cause you problems. In your environment, Libra, we've got the Magician here. Okay, so this speaks of you having all of the tools necessary and all of the resources necessary to get your creative pursuit or your work pursuit off, so it's speaking of there is another tactic that you can implement. There is another way around this. You don't have to control situations and people to get what you want. It's about sort of working within a framework that you're given, and finding a way, be resourceful how to get what you want in a situation without breaking the rules. In your hopes and fears, we've got the Six of Pentacles. So this talks about your hope for money to come in. You're wondering or waiting for some money to come in terms of a gift. So not necessarily something that is owed to you, but something you're hoping to have a bit of luck financially, and maybe somebody in your life has sort of suggested that they're going to be giving you some money, and you're hoping on this money, that you're banking on this money. If it's a legal situation, you're banking on winning a legal case to get this money. You're hoping you're going to win. But the likely outcome here, just before we look at that, the overall energy basis of your reading here was the High Priestess. Okay, so there are some secrets here. There are the things that haven't come to pass yet. There's knowledge that hasn't come to pass yet. I'm getting paperwork that hasn't come to pass, particularly with this card here. I think some of you Libras, you've had to withhold information. You've been keeping things close to your chest to do with a certain situation. I think this was by the control, the way you wanted to control things. You felt that holding information close to your chest until the last possible minute is going to get you ahead, but it's like your hand has been turned now and you're having to pass this information forward. So it's like you stood there with your knowledge, you've got your secrets. In terms of intuition here is heightened, so you'll be looking to pay attention to your dreams, but this whole situation, I'm finding it quite hard to read, because the whole energy of it is quite mysterious, and I feel this is something that you've done intentionally. So looking at your outcome then, you've got the Five of Swords. This is not a great card to see, because it talks about defeat. You might not get what you want out of a situation, what's going on here, because of the methods that you've chosen to deal with it, unfortunately. And I do feel that this is a very mundane issue. I'm not seeing any love here. This is all about work, and this is all about finances. We've got the Seven of Wands here. which speaks about, in the upright, gain and victory, but in the inverse we've got embarrassment here. This is not a good reading, Libra. I don't know what you guys have been up to, but this is not the best reading for you. I feel some action that you've taken in the past to try and control a situation is coming back to bite you, and the truth is coming out. Either you've done this to somebody or somebody's doing this to you. You choose, because you will know if this resonates with you. But there's a level of embarrassment going on because of the way something has been conducted. You've got the Knight of Pentacles here. Okay, so again, this was in the reverse. So the Knight of Pentacles is talking about somebody who's reliant and persistent, reliable even. But when it's in the reverse, it talks about dogmatic views. Not being able to push forward with the situation. I'm not really liking the energy of this spread, but you know, it's bad karma not to give it, so I'm going to give it. But I'm going to clarify for you what we're talking about. Right, so let's have a look why your Tower was reversed there. Sorry about that phone call. Why is the Towers reversed at the base of Libra's reading, please? And then we'll get on to love for you. Too many. Again, I feel this is to do with luck and fortune. I want to know what you're going to be embarrassed about, or what somebody is going to be embarrassed about. Again, there you go, you've got the money card. This is something to do with money. Somebody's tried to pull a fast one with money here, I feel, and it's not going to turn out the way that they wanted it. You've got the card of the letter here, so there's going to be news about this. We've got the message here again. We've got somebody doing something just for the fun of it, but in a very false way. And through conversation, potentially with this guy here. So whether that is a boss or a judge or somebody who you need to show respect to, respect of a system, it looks like the truth is going to come out, and you do have an opponent here. And I'd say be careful, because this opponent has a lot that they can do. So, you know, just be honest as possible, okay? Renegotiate what it was that you were trying to achieve from this situation. I'm going to have a look at your love relationships now. It's almost like I get the sense that where a lot of us have been having a lot of problems with Mercury retrograde, holidays being cancelled, cars breaking down, websites going down, emails getting lost, it's almost as if your behaviour, what you were doing, Libra, was kind of made okay by Mercury retrograde. It's like I'm getting the sense of somebody hiding or isolating themselves, not to have to present themselves a certain information or certain truths. And whereas the Mercury retrograde has almost protected you there, when we get to go direct, it's like the truth, that's it, it comes out. But you're still clinging on to this idea of holding everything close to your chest, and it cannot be. It cannot be. King of Wands. So some of you Libras are dealing with a fire sign. This man, whether romantic or not, we've got a fire sign here. Over the age of 35 for the most. It could be a fire sign woman, because we're doing general readings, but it's somebody who has very protective feelings over you. Somebody who's trying to guide you in the right way, whether this be relationship or not. Let's have a look. What is this King of Wands to you, Libra? Judgment. For some of you, this could be an ex returning. Something's being, or this man is calling you to action for something, calling you to answer something, to explain something. This man brings about a recent awakening, truth beyond what's been happening here. Something's being brought to light, but with that there's also healing of deep wounds that are being addressed with some situation to do with a romantic issue, I feel, from the past. So how is Libra dealing with the romance? What is going on for Libra, please? So for some of you, dealing with a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Somebody that's, for some of you Libra, you've got children. And you're a single mother. And you're trying to protect your children. You're trying to create a happy home environment. And you do have that actually with your children. And I've got a water sign man walking. It doesn't have to be water sign man, but, you know, somebody is walking towards you, offering you some kind of relationship. But it's like you're not looking at that. You want the companionship, you want the company, but these guys, they're number one. They come first. And that's all you're concentrating at the moment. I think you've got so much stuff going on with, for those of you who work or trying to set up businesses or are in business, there's just been so much going on that you're just trying to sort out your home life. For those of you that don't have children, you're wanting this. And you've got a guy coming towards you, potentially telling you that he can offer you this. We've also got a Cancer, Scorpio or Pisces woman around you as well. I feel they've got something to say to you. I feel like they could offer you something if they wanted to, but I feel like they've got something to say to you that they're not going to give you this offer. Again, we're coming away from romance here and going back into work. The Eight of Pentacles. This has got something to do with personal effort that you've put into a situation. Got the Queen of Swords reversed. You're feeling very imbalanced at the moment during the last half of this month, Libra. We've also got the Five of Wands reversed here, which talks about struggles. I just feel there's been a lot of games going on and now you're tired of the games. You can't deal with the game. So there's not like there's tricks going on. If it was, you know, I just think that it's struggles and tired, very, very tired. We've also got you in the reverse position, which Libra, have you been malicious? Have you been malicious to somebody and it's coming back to bite you on the bum and you're just tired of this and you're wanting the happy home life and the happy family? We've got the Tower reversed. Libra, I'm going to do you a second reading on this with a different deck of cards because this is all very sort of not looking great. And I've got a client who's trying to get hold of me here for a situation that's going on with them. So I will be back to you in a moment.